So thank you for joining. Today we will have a Halloween party, as you can see. We all dressed up for the occasion. So Tanya will start and will present her mystery soup. Sophie will make some ghost biscuits, and she will also present a bonus recipe. And you will discover it later. We don't want to spoil the surprise. And I will be making a lemon butternut flan. And so I'm going to post all the recipes on the chat while Tanya is doing her first recipe. Tanya, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Stephanie. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Halloween class. So today I'm going to make a mystery soup for you. So we're going to start by pressing start cooking and place. So the first ingredient they ask for is bacon. So I'm supposed to put 100 grams of bacon to be cut. But when I went grocery shopping, they were out of bacon at Trader Joe's. So I didn't have any. So since it's just for decoration, so it's not a big deal. So I will add some ham at the end. So I'm going to skip that step, but otherwise I'm still going to tell you, you're supposed to put 100 grams of bacon, and without the measuring cup, you're supposed to have them saute for 5 minutes. So we'll skip it and then put them aside and save them for later. So we're skipping that step. And we start right now with the onion. So I put 100, I mean, it's about one onion, one onion quarter. And then I add one garlic cloves. Insert measuring cup into mixing bowl. And then we're gonna chop for 5 seconds. It's done. So I'm going to scrap and show you how my onions are beautifully chopped. Yeah. So you can see the onion was chopped beautifully. So I put back the bowl. I scrub a little bit more to put it all evenly. And then I'm adding 20 grams of olive oil. Oops. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, and next step is a paprika. So I'm adding paprika, 1 teaspoon of paprika that we put with the onion and the clove and the garlic. And then we're going to cook everything. We're going to saute everything together without the measuring cup for 5 minutes. So Stephanie, are you ready for the next step?
Yes, I am. And my Thermomix is here too. So
Stephanie, I'm sorry, can you put on speaker view, please?
Oh, I did. Yes. So this recipe, I'm going to do half of it because I made half of it yesterday. It's for 8 people. And since I've done it yesterday, I'm going to go to recently cooked. And this recipe is in French. So if you don't speak French or any other languages, you just go to Google Translate. You download it on your phone, and there we go, Google. And then from your phone, you can see it's going to translate for you. Or you can use Cookidoo, and then it's just going to go directly to the site, and it's going to ask you if you want to translate in any kind of languages. Pretty great. So I'm going to start cooking. It asks me to heat up the oven at 350 Fahrenheit. And and I'm gonna put the zest, the lemon zest. So I peeled yellow lemon and green lemon here. So I'm just gonna put it in the bowl. And then 150 grams of sugar, and I just put 70 grams just to make me self-conscious. That way I don't put enough sugar in it. And then I put the lid, and it's gonna grind the sugar and the lemon zest. So 10 seconds, speed 10.
Can already smell.
Okay. So I press the button so the music stops and the arms open. And so here you can see the power of the blade just grinded everything together. You can also make flour, any kind of flour, almond flour, rice flour, oat flour. And so then he asked me to put it into a bowl here. So I'm just gonna put it here. And the texture looks like dough, almond dough actually. Like marzipan. Texture very nice, and it smells amazing if you like lemon. So there we go. And now I'm gonna add 300 grams of butternut squash. So I'm gonna tear it again. I press next. And he asked me to put the lid on, so it's just gonna grind everything for 5 seconds. Speed 10. And with the spatula, I'm just gonna put the side. See how crushed it became? It's like puree right now. And I'm gonna put everything inside. There we go. And I'm gonna add 500 grams of 2% milk. And I believe it's gonna cook for 20 minutes. Temperature 95 Celsius and speed 1. And there we go. I think it's Tanya again, right?
Yes, it's me. Perfect timing. So the Thermomix is now cooling down for 5 seconds. So the onions are and the garlic are sauteed. So I'm gonna remove. It smells delicious. So it's all cooked together with the paprika. Let me show you. So we're gonna go to the next step, which is the pumpkin. So I am adding 500 grams of pumpkin in my bowl. And then we're gonna chop everything for 10 seconds. So I will show you. So you saw it was in cube before, and now I want to scrap. We have a nice puree. Let me show you. See, so instead of spending time cutting everything, so the Thermomix does it all for you. Okay, so I'm just removing a bit of the pumpkin on the lid.
Anya, someone is asking what kind of pumpkin do you use?
So I can show you, it's, okay, I'll show you. Just give me a second and then I will show you the pack. It's, I don't know, actually, I need to see, but I will show you. Just give me a second. So I'm gonna add the water. So it's 250 grams of water that we pour in the Thermomix. I put a little bit more, but it's okay. 1 tablespoon of vegetable stock. So the vegetable stock, I don't purchase it. I make it myself with the Thermomix. So it looks like that. So the good thing with it, it's very quick to make with the Thermomix. And then you can store it in a ice cube tray, or in bowl like that. And you get a lot. I mean, this is like, I got two like this and with a little one. So it's healthier and it's much better than the one that you find at the store. So so I strongly recommend to make your own vegetable stock yourself. So now we add a bay leaf, which is here, and then I put in the soup a little bit of salt. So salt is depending on your own taste, so feel free to put whatever you want. And then some black pepper. And the black pepper too is depending on your taste. So if you don't like it, you don't put it. You just do as you wish. And everything is going to cook for 20 minutes. And I'm going to show you the pumpkin I use. Let me grab it. So this is what I buy. So usually I buy the organic one, but when I went to Trader Joe's, they were out of the organic one and they were out of the bacon. So I just took this one, yeah. And this is very good. I make pie with it, I make the soup, I make puree, I make all kind of stuff. So, and it's already cut into cubes, so you don't have to do it yourself. Voila. So
Merci, Tania.
Yeah.
Sophie will go on.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Halloween in advance. So today I'm going to make a recipe of a little ghost savory. It's kind of in between a biscuit and a cracker. So they are more like a grissini type of texture when you eat them. So you know the long grissini. So we are going to start with the recipe. I will retrieve it from my wick. My Thermomix a second. There we go. And we will start with water. 100 grams of water. I'm going to do a half batch here because I already did one yesterday, so I don't want to have so many of those. 20 grams of vegetable oil. So I'm going to use here sunflower oil because it doesn't have too much of a taste. I'm just going to add 10 grams for me. And flour. So I just took all-purpose flour. The recipe says baker's flour, but I'm just going to use all-purpose, and this is fine. One teaspoon of salt. Next, and some yeast. So I took some instant dry yeast, a 1/4 teaspoon for me. I'm going to pay attention not to put it on my blade, so I'm sure it's going to be mixed well during the process. And then we are going to mix everything. So with the measuring cup on the top, pressing next, 30 seconds, speed 6. This is just going to mix everything, and then we're going to mix. There we go. I'm going to show you that how it looks. So it's just mixed. It's blended. It's like a kind of a crumble, a wet crumble. And now we are going to knead that into a very nice and smooth dough. So I'm going to scrape down the side of my bowl with my spatula, making sure that I have everything. There we go. And now we are going to use, oops, sorry, no, that's good. And now we are going to use the kneading mode. So this is the mode that you can also use manually for any bread dough that you want to make. It's a special mode. So 30 seconds, it's going to knead my dough. I just have to turn my button. It's going to do the process for me. Back and forth, kneading the dough and making it into a very nice texture.
So I know some people love to mix the dough from the first
nice
step to the last step.
The nice thing with that is that you don't have flour everywhere. It's everything close in the bowl, so you don't make a mess of your kitchen, and your hands stay clean. And this is.
But you still gonna touch it at the end, anyways.
Yeah, but very little. So that's that's for sure. So exactly right now, so I prepared a floured surface, lightly floured. So I'm going to transfer my dough. So I'm going to show you, this is how it looks right now. So it's really a little ball of dough, very nice texture here. And I'm going to drop this, turn you a little bit. There we go, a little bit of light. So I'm going to drop this on my, so two solutions to drop your dough without cutting yourself. You can like back and forth twist your knob here, the blade knobs. And sometimes some dough stay at the bottom. So you can just remove the blade and let it drop with the dough. So this is not the case here. Everything went out very nice, nothing left in my bowl. I can just now make a nice ball. And I'm going to wrap this in cellophane, in a plastic wrap, leave it rise for 30 minutes. And then we can process to the next step. So I don't know if one of you has, I can continue. I have my dough ready, but I don't know if one of you has a step to do. Actually.
Not right now, but I can show on the Cookidoo some ways to find other recipes for Halloween.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get going. So when you go on the platform here, if you've noticed recently, you have Bon Appetit that just came out. And as you can see here, there's more recipes to do. Pumpkin seed pesto, instead of throwing your seed after you cut up your pumpkin, you just keep them and you make a nice pesto, and it has a 5-star already. So something to keep in mind. You can do the roasted carrots with black sesame drizzle. Looks kind of amazing and interesting to make. So you have that, and you can find other collections, and I'm going to show you how. So here, you just type Halloween. So here I'm in the United States. I'm just going to take the filter off, and I'm going to go to collections, and you have all the recipes, all the collections from around the world here. And the theme is Halloween. So that's something you can look into. And as I said, you can use the Google app on your phone. So there's no excuse. You can make all the recipes. And I'm gonna get out of here now. So for people who don't have Cookidoo yet, you can register for free for a month. And when you purchase the Thermomix, then you have 6 months extra. And then you pay $40 per year, and it's really worth it because the recipes are updated every month. You get more recipes every month. I mean, a lot of people are working on making it very useful, and yeah, everyone just, they love it. And you can also look at the stars. If there's a recipe that has 5 stars, then definitely something you have to try. And you can also rate them yourself. So if there's a recipe you love, just put 5 stars, so we know it gets a good rating.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
Stephanie, I just want to add when you were talking about the translations, that if you open Cookidoo on your computer, because you were talking about the phone, if you have a recipe in a foreign language, Google will ask you automatically if you want to translate. So you don't even have to do it yourself. You will have a window that pops out and ask you to translate.
Yeah.
So feel free to browse even in foreign language recipes, because they have many recipes. And for the recipes on Cookidoo, we don't have 5 stars, because you were referring to 5 stars. I mean, I tried recipes was 3 stars and they were really good. So I think it just depends on taste. And it doesn't mean that because he has a 3 stars that it's not good. It's just people didn't like it because they were onions or butter or whatever reason. So I would still strongly recommend to try. If it seems appealing to you, I mean, just try it and then make up your own opinion and put stars so we know that you like it.
Yes, thank you, Tanya. That's true. Yeah, everyone has different tastes, so we cannot judge for other people. Okay, do you have how many more minutes do you have, Tanya?
I have 9 minutes. Okay. 9 minutes left in 30 seconds.
Okay. And Sophie, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So imagine it's 30 minutes later and my dough has risen. So this is the batch I made yesterday. And as you can see, it doesn't rise much, but so this is the one I just made, and this is the one from yesterday. It doesn't rise too much, but it does. So we are going to roll this flat, about 3 millimeters thick. So it's, what is it in English? Any idea, girls? 1/8 of an inch, maybe. So let me drop here, and I'm going to flatten my dough on a flat surface in a regular shape. And as you can see, it's very elastic. It's very nice texture. It has some little bubbles in it from the yeast. And so it comes a little bit back to its shape. So I have to go several times because otherwise it's going to be too thick. So there we go. So this is about a good thickness. And I'm going to take now a cutter, around cookie cutter, and I'm just going to make circles here. And the remaining dough, we can reuse that and flatten, make it a ball again, flatten it and roll it into a flat shape to make some other cookies. And repeat that process as much as you have dough. So I'm just going to cut those here. This one is too small. There we go. So that I can later make it flat again, roll it flat, and cut it out. We're going to put this on the side. And the next step is very simple. I will just stretch my circles to make it a little bit oval, like this. I hope you can see well. And the next tool that I'm going to use is piping nozzle, just a plain one round. And actually I'm going to use here the bigger side to cut out 3 holes like this, 2 for the eyes and 1 for the mouth. And like this. Sorry. And I prepared a baking sheet with some parchment paper on it. I'm going to stretch the mouth of my little ghost and place it on my baking sheet like this. So very, very simple.
It really looks like a ghost. It's amazing.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to repeat that step for every of my little circles. 2 eyes and 1 mouth. And I'm always keeping my dough and adding it to the rest leftover that I had here, so I can use it again. And I'm just going to stretch here and tear it from one side or the other, place it on my baking sheet so that it has a ghost shape. Oh, actually that one I forgot to make it oval before I cut it out. So don't forget that step. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more and I'm going to show you the next step. So here are my 2 eyes, my mouth, and I'm gonna stretch my mouth like this and place it on my baking sheet. So when you place it on your baking sheet, try to keep a good inch apart so you are sure that when they are going to bake and rise a little bit more, they are not going to stick together. There we go. Let's do 1 more here. Up. And stretch again like this and place it on the baking sheet. There we go. So now I'm going to finish those later because I don't want to keep you for all those repeating process too long. We are going to add the spices on the ghost so that you can give them any flavor you want. So keep in mind, this is more like a savory, savory treat. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, sorry. Okay. Brush with oil the top of my little ghost. Like this. And they are not going to rise too much. They will be more, like I say, a grissini type of cookie. So they are going to be very crunchy. It's very nice for the aperitif or as a savory snack. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of salt for some. And some Italian seasoning, Italian herbs on these. I made yesterday, for the one I made, somewhere with Cajun spices, and others were also with Parmesan. So you can just be creative. You can add poppy seeds if you want to make them black. So many, or even pumpkin spice, why not? So now these will go, let me just see, in the oven 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and they will be cooking during 10 to 12 minutes. You have to watch them so that as soon as they start to become gold, like a nice color, you can take them out. And as a result, you will have some very nice ghost-shaped little crackers, and that are for sure going to have a lot of success at your Halloween parties once we're able to make parties again. So this is salt, this is Parmesan, Cajun spice. So I am going to try one right now. Okay, crunchy, very, very nice. Very neutral taste, but very pleasant. So
is this one without spices?
That
It's
one
just...
is salt, yeah.
Okay.
Salt. So
Nice.
there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and finish my recipe here. So for those who just came in, I'm doing a lemon butternut squash flan, and here it's asking me to mix it for a minute, and so it's gonna make it like a soup basically. All right, it's starting, and you can make, so the cats are making noise. Stop the process and show to you how it's doing right now. Yeah, it's already very well mixed. It's very soapy. You can see here. So I'm just gonna stop right now. And of course, this is a dessert, so you can make soup. And I'm gonna put it back here, go to the next recipe, and I'm adding the sugar with the lemon zest. I'm trying not to put it on the blades here. And then the eggs. So as I said, I'm doing half of the recipe because it's for 8 people. So I did half an egg here. And I'm gonna break, not on my bowl, but on my counter, the egg. So there's a trick I can show you. I don't know if you see something here. Let me take this. So you don't want to have any shells into the Thermomix. So you just crack the egg and then put it in the measuring cup. And that way you're sure there's no shells, and you're good to go. You just put it inside the bowl here. And now it's asking for 50 grams of cornstarch. Drop there. Okay. And now we're gonna mix it again for 30 seconds, speed 10. Okay, so everything is mixed together, and I'm using this beautiful ramequin, I don't know how to say in English. And so this, you use it for crème brûlée, so it's kind of the same thing. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit here. You see, it's very liquid, and of course it's gonna become like a flan when you put it in the oven, and it's gonna be for 25 to 30 minutes in the oven. And at the temperature 350 Fahrenheit. And so since I made a batch yesterday, I'm gonna try one. So I made 4 of them already. So you can see this texture here. And I'm gonna taste it. I've been wanting to taste it for a while. So I put less sugar a little bit, and it's just perfect. Instead of putting, what is it? I think it was 250 grams of sugar. I put 75 for each recipes. And you can feel, you can taste the zest, the lemon zest. You can, it's a great texture. It's not creamy, but I like it. It depends if you really like squash or not. I know some people don't like it, right, Sophie? So it's something you have to like and enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed that recipe. Tanya, do you have?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good.
Yeah, I'm ready. So the soup is cooked. So while Stephanie was talking, I removed, the next step is to remove the bay leaf that we put before. So I already did that step while Stephanie was talking. So now I can show you how it came out so you can see. And now we're gonna, so we have a nice mixed, cooked puree. And now we're gonna blend everything to have the soup, to have a nice bouquet. Yeah. So it's 30 seconds. So first I go to 5, I turn to 5, and then gradually I go until 9. So now the soup is blended and ready to serve. It's hot. It smells very good. So here it is. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl. Stephanie or Sophie, do you want to talk so I can put it in a serving bowl in the meantime? One of you is ready.
I can do the surprise recipe, or
yes, please.
Anything you want to add?
Do it.
Okay. So I did a scary recipe with Tanya, can you go on mute, please? With the ghost. Now let's do something spooky. And we wanted really to try a recipe from that new collection, Bon Appetit, that came out yesterday. So we choose the Spooktacular snow cones. So this is something that is very sure to please the kids. But if you want to do it for adults, you can add vodka instead of water during the recipe. It's very quick, and I'm sure it's going to spook many of them. So start cooking. We are going to crush ice because as maybe you don't know, but the Thermomix has such a powerful motor that you can crush hard stuff like ice. So I'm going to add my 12 ounces, and it is sure to make some noise. I'm gonna add measuring cup and be ready for the noise. You probably won't hear it. I will. 20 seconds, speed 10. So let's go for it.
So someone, in the meantime, sorry, Natalia is asking me where I bought the ceramic bud, and I think I didn't buy them because at one point in Costco, they were making crème brûlée like 5-10 years ago, and so I kept them. So, but I'm sure you can check on Amazon.
Still having those crème brûlée actually, and
they do. I haven't been Costco forever. Okay.
And those are ideal. So we crushed the ice. We made snow, as you can see, and I'm going to stack this into a glass. So the recipe is for 3 snow cones. I'm going to make a nice, my glass is a little bit big, but so nice round shape on the top. And I'm going to get rid of the rest of my ice really quick. There we go. And we are going to do the coulis on the top. So we're going to add sugar. And the recipe says raspberry. I had strawberries at home, so I'm just going to use my strawberries. 12 ounces. I don't really have 12 ounces, but and then this is where you can choose either to do it with vodka or with water. So since it's 11 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to do it with water. 4 ounces of water. And I think I have 2 little strawberries. I'm sorry, but I misread the recipe. And now we are going to mix this. So my coulis is probably going to be too liquid. And blend this during 30 seconds with the blending mode. So in case you don't know, the blending mode, that's the perfect mode to make some smoothies or milkshake, anything that you want to drink and blend together. So this is very nice. So now I have my coulis ready, and I'm just going to pour that over my snow cone. And there we are. There we go.
Great, it's very fast and easy.
Yeah, very fast and easy. And I bet that if you have, if you make it with vodka, I'm sure it's a nice treat too for adults. So probably with the raspberry is going to be a little bit more of an intense red than with the raspberry. I'm sorry, than with the strawberries. But
how does it taste like?
Let's try. I'm sure we have to wait until my snow is so hard right now. I don't think maybe we have to try it like this actually with a spoon. Very nice, very good. A nice fruity flavor. It's like a fruit, it's like a strawberry sorbet actually. So.
And do you think we can use that syrup and add water too? So you make like some kind of a juice instead of the ice?
I don't know. You have to try.
Yeah,
I can.
That's an idea.
It's the first time I do it, so I can tell.
Yeah. And thank you so much, Sophie, for your surprise recipe. And Tanya, are you ready or?
Yes, I'm ready. So I put a bowl of soup so you can see. So what you can do now, you can add some. So you You remember that bacon that we were supposed to saute at the beginning and that we didn't because I couldn't find. So I'm going to replace it by little, jambon cru, you know, like, I don't know how you say jambon cru. It's a kind of Italian ham.
Prosciutto. Yeah.
Prosciutto.
You know
Thank
that
you.
you can use pancetta too. I always, when I don't have bacon, I always use pancetta. It's actually more flavorful than bacon. So next time you can check for pancetta.
So you can, so you just put it on the middle, and you can also add a spoon of sour cream or crème fraîche, which I don't do because I don't like it with a cream in it. I like it all natural. So I rather not add a kind cream. I just like to taste the vegetable. I think without the cream, you taste the vegetable more, but it's personal taste. So feel free to do as you like. And I'm going to taste it and tell you, because we make a lot of soup here at my house because we love that, but we've never made that one. So I'm going to taste it and tell you. And it's really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, there's a spicy taste because of the paprika, I guess. So I would recommend to adjust, depending on your taste on paprika, I would recommend to adjust the amount of paprika you put in it. But otherwise, it's excellent. It's really, really good. Strongly recommend.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
So in the meantime, I want to show you the latest promotion we have here. So as you can see, we have a bundle available until October 26th. So if you buy the Thermomix, you can choose either the Paul bundle, the Anna, the Ben, and the Betty. I know Sophie earned the Betty because she did great 2 months ago. So if she has the time to show it to us, that would be great.
Yes, there it is. So this is, let me just make some room here. So this is actually like a kind of a Dutch oven. It's like a famous French brand that we all know that I don't want to mention, but this is ceramic dish. The glaze is very nice. It's a dark gray, and so you can make any kind of dishes like a roast or baked potatoes in it, or
bread, right?
Or bread. Yeah, you can do exactly. You can do cocotte, bread cocotte, like we say in French. So this is beautiful pieces. The quality is awesome, and you can have this then as a bundle with the purchase of a Thermomix right now until the 26th.
And I got the Paul, so this is a stoneware as well, flat tray, and you can make pizza. And I noticed on the Cookidoo, you can make also French fries. So all kind of stuff is very good quality. So that's what you can get if you decide to buy the Thermomix. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the class, and thank you, Tanya and Sophie, for taking the time also to show your recipes. Yes. Don't hesitate to call us and talk with us. We're open.
So
thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, guys. Have a great Sunday. I think I'm gonna go to the beach. It's beautiful. It feels like
me too.
Summer.
Good day. Thank you.